Welcome back to the channel. We are looking at the LOVEBOAT. Obviously, we've got some issues with it that have cropped up. Obviously, when it's running, you start saying, oh, this doesn't work, or that doesn't happen, blah, blah, blah. So intake gaskets are leaking. That's a bummer, but you know, whatever. Clutch is an issue, or what's going on with the clutch stuff. And distributor, we're going to change the weight stuff in it, that's in the brakes. And I guess prioritizing those, this is for me clutch, then brakes, then intake gaskets, then distributor. I think that's it. And then we might have something bad. I just yawed and started this over again, so I'm not starting over again. Then we have something maybe we can get to the track. Now, that's something we're gonna have to look at as far as getting it to the track. And you know, I like to drive my stuff. I mean, I like to drive my stuff, but this thing's got stock axles, and it's gonna be a little bit probably before I can put axles in it, because let's be honest, they're gonna cost money. I've got other stuff I gotta do. I gotta get a carrier for, blah, blah. So it's probably gonna be a little bit. I don't like to run without axles. So we're not sure how we're gonna do this. This may force me into looking at the van a lot harder as far as getting it going and maybe swapping a 373 or something into it to make it a little bit more, you know, I don't know. We're not at that bridge yet, but I guess it doesn't hurt to start thinking about it a little bit. And trailer it up there is what I'm getting at. But until that time, we gotta actually get it where it's running, and that potentially they won't yell at us for leaking fluids on the track. So those are things we need to look at, and just getting it running and driving. So let's take a look. I think the first thing I want to look at the clutch stuff. So let's peek around at that and see what we got. You guys want to see a problem? You see a problem with that? Good job, dummy. Okay, well, sorry about that. Looks like we have discovered some of our issue with our clutch situation. We're hitting the freaking firewall adjuster. I mean, good job, right? Oh, Lord have mercy. Now, of course, I wasn't super happy with it anyway. Now, I wonder if I can run it out enough. I know where to clear it, I can just adjust the cable. That doesn't give me as much adjustment as I would like, but it would solve the problem, maybe. I don't know. Let's take a peek out here, because the problem is where we just don't have any. That was literally the only place that we could put it. Sort of, we misdrilled it is what happened. We should have actually went up. I mean, we should have went up probably a half an inch, but we didn't. And I mean, what we could do is we could do some kind of a plate, and just, you know, drill a hole for this in a plate, and then open this up, and then just put the plate here. I mean, they do that for Mustangs. It's a firewall reinforcement deal for the quadrant. We could look at doing that, but that's that's the problem with our freaking clutch. For the most part, I'm pretty sure that will maybe cure it. Dang it. Oh well. Hey, this is the teething problems when you finally get it running and you start looking at it. But anyway, another issue that we found was this nut was not 100% tight, so it was actually allowing the clutch pedal to move a little bit without doing anything. So that was, you know, just making the problem worse. So we've got that super tightened down. It's 18 millimeter, in case you were wondering. This is probably where our brake switch is going to go. This is basically how we have it on the LTD, but it's with a bracket. We're going to look at trying to do something there. I mean, we may end up just doing something else, but we'll get like a cruise control switch, and which that's what that is for. And we may have to do it, mount it up differently. And anyway, that's some of our brake stuff. So, all right, now let's look at doing something with this whole quadrant situation. We've got it where it'll clear. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the quadrant off, and we're gonna grind it down a little bit to give us a little bit of a, you know, a little extra clearance, couple threads here and there. So then we'll put it all back in and tighten it all back up and see how it feels at that point. It would be a huge relief if that basically fixes our issue. When I say a huge relief, I mean, like, you know, a huge relief. All right, let me get that out. We're not gonna grind much. We don't wanna, like, technically weaken it a lot, but we're gonna grind a little bit right around here, just to give us a little room as it's pivoting. And you know, we're just buying ourselves a few threads of adjustment. So that hopefully will cure our issue. We have got it ground down a little bit. We didn't want to go crazy with it. We're just buying ourselves a few extra threads here and there. So that's what we'll do. We'll run the firewall adjuster back in to where we still clear, but, you know, and then we'll tighten the cable up, and then we'll see what we've got when we push the clutch, if there's any flex and pulls it into it or anything like that. So I know, right? Cool. The grass. But hey, we're working. Hey, Daily Fox, getting the job done. There we go. Now we've got a fully working clutch. So we've also got to tighten the shift handle, man. Tighten the bolts on the shift. That makes this a total pain with that shift boot, I swear. Create work for myself. And we honestly need to move the seat up too. It's too far back. We need to go forward a little bit. Driver comfort. Can't drive it if you can't sit in it right. Got our seat kind of, honestly, this is kind of temporary. It's not exactly where I want it, but I'd rather be a little closer than a little too close than a little too far away. Like I say, we're going to put a different seat in the car, and at that point we'll probably redo it. We may redo it before then, but this is just so I can drive it right now. But it is in. It is pretty secure. It's as secure as they normally are. So anyway, now we're looking for some nuts for kind of do a temporary battery deal over there, just to kind of hold it down so when we get on it, don't go flying. 55 at? Where's it at? Hey, everybody calm down. Everyone calm down unless you've got a 55 that's red and white with a 4 blown main, 350, and a turbo 350 with a shifter with an eyeball on it, and your name is Kev Dog. Then you should panic. Immediately, you should hit the panic button. Hit it twice. Just keep hitting it until someone answers. Hey, enough of that. The good news for Kevin is that his mom lives right across the street from him, so he can go cry to her about what's going to happen to him. You know, not only is he being bullied in real life, he's being cyberbullied as well. And that's serious accusations this day and time. He should really go tell someone. Because, you know, at some point you'll actually be an adult, and then who do you tell? Nobody. You tell the guy in the mirror to do something about it. That's what you do. So I hope he's looking in the mirror with his one good eye and going, you know what? I'm not going to take it from him anymore. I'm going to do something about it. I don't know how he's going to do anything about it from behind, but, you know, that's how he rolls. Anyway, we got it running. Still got lots of problems. We got a little bit of brakes. I think the seal in the rear of the transmission's leaking a little bit. The alternator, as far as I know, is still not working because I hadn't checked it anymore. It could have magically started working, but I doubt it. We haven't done anything with the distributor. We still got a gazillion degrees of timing. Water leaks probably all over the place. But you know what else we got? We got the power shifted a few times. My God, I've been waiting to drive this freaking car, man. I like to keep my driving ratio, like if the scales. This is how I like it. Racing, driving, enjoying, working. Like this. You know what it's been like? We all know. It's been, she done fell slap out of a chair. She done fell slap out of a chair. So, we've now got to drive it, and when I get it good enough or close enough, I'm gonna take it on a rip. I'm not gonna monkey around and say, oh hey, I want to put a couple miles. What the hell with that? Let's let it sing a little bit. So, yeah, that's what we were doing just now. Clutch might be a little suspect, but I can maybe adjust that a little bit, help us out just a little bit. But I'm very happy. The seating position I'm not 100% comfortable with. I need to move it back just a little bit more. I can drive the car, I can race the car, but it's not 100% where I want to be in the car. And one day I'm going to do a power shifting video. There's a bunch of people that have done them, so mine won't be any different or better, or probably worse than most others. But I want to do one, and at some point I'll do one and kind of cover what works for me, which may not work for anyone else. So, but we need to move the seat. I'd like to at some point move the seat, but I just wanted to drive it, man. I just wanted to freaking drive it. So, got to drive a little bit. Now we're going to keep tinkering away with it, trying to fix little bits of stuff. All right, well, hey. I didn't do a burnout. I don't have the line lock hooked up yet. It's just basically a wire and a button. I haven't got that hooked up yet, and I didn't really want to just hose the slicks down because where I'm at right now, as far as the car going to the track, and we got to do something with the front suspension, man. This thing's like it actually rides good. It's just bouncy. It needs a different spring on it, but I think, and probably some other stuff. But I'm probably going to run it on these slicks. So when we can get it to the track, just to get some baseline numbers with it, it's not going to be like in full attack mode, because the more I thought about it, I'm like, I don't have axles in it. I just don't want to break it right off the bat. I don't want to break it. So let's be a little prudent here, and let's, we'll run these slicks. They work. They're better than nothing, but they're not like having stiff walls or anything like that, and I don't want to break it. I just want to get it down the track a few times and kind of see where we're at, and then chip away at it. That's what I would like to do initially, but plans always change. Stuff happens all the time, as you guys are probably well aware. If you've watched this channel, I change my mind all the time. One night we're eating at McDonald's. No, we're not doing that. And then we're going to Burger King. Then maybe we end up at Taco Bell. Who knows? So anyway. Hey, Look, I think every video of this car now, we're progressing a little bit to where it's more, listen, I just did more than what Kevin's done with his 55. How about that? His 55 ain't went that fast yet, and we all know that. The eye test. It's like anything else. When you're evaluating talent, like football, the eye test. What's the eye test tell you? The eye test tells you that kid is in some serious trouble. So that's all I'm going to say about that. What a kid sitting over there. He's got a grin on his face. He's happy as a lark. So that is going to do it. Thanks for commenting. I know I have not been getting to all the comments. I've been busy at work and I've been trying to pot shot them a little bit, but I appreciate you guys commenting. Thanks for subscribing, of course. Thanks for all the ways you guys support the channel, send us little gifts, and just being the cool YouTubers that you are. I say best subs on the YouTube. I know you guys sub to other channels, of course everybody does, but a lot of you guys I consider my guys. And look, I think I'm doing it all right this time. Thanks for watching. And until next time on the Substandard Leader and Hot Rod Lincoln Town Car videos, 1 year only 1990 models, and Fox bodies to an extent, Substandard Leader. We'll see you guys in the next video.